my goodness. Wait. You're the one who put this obstacle in front of you.
Yeah, we don't want you to trip mystery skull because we don't have insurance.
Come on, baby.
All right.
Come on. Sit. Okay.
Alright, Sue. Siobhan,
Look at him. He's so dreamy.
Alright, here we go.
Look at our mystery skull.
There we go.
He's got the biggest
Our mystery
head.
skull. He's been on mystery skull before, but fucking we didn't have one tonight. It's Maestro! It's back.
Hey, and I gotta point this out, the white maestro. We have a black maestro too.
That's right. This is a white Maestro.
These are two whole different races.
Exactly.
The white maestro.
How many shoots from?
Okay.
And they're both just as cool.
This
And they
is
both
wine.
produce really cool music. What do you think? What do you think? Good?
That's a real fruity profile.
There you go. See, I knew we could count on you. So
Come
you
on,
got...
tell me more. I want to hear it. A fruity.
Yep.
Do it
Fruity
again. Do
profile.
it again.
Do it again. Would you like some lube to go with it?
Oh, dear. Are you
I
serious?
didn't put no lube in it.
It does
I'm
have a
taking
very
that
woody
home. I'm
finish.
trying
Like a
that.
bang taste, like a wang taste to it?
No.
No, you don't remember that.
Hey,
movie.
what
Hollywood
else?
Nights. The Hollywood Nights. It's got a wang taste to it. Anyway, so, Brad, we're going to be calling for his head, and you brought the sword. Tell me
I
about
did.
this.
Well, I got a couple here.
We got a couple.
You can start out with here. This
By
is-
the way, if you don't know the Maestro, he's the guy behind the camera. He's always the guy doing all the cool
He
stuff.
composes music.
Well, he
He's
said-
very
what
actually
you said.
the coolest.
And he's got some really cool swords.
So I do some other cool things besides the other cool things that I do.
That's right. So he's here
One
now.
of them is
Awesome!
I've actually been trained in the use of European medieval swords. This isn't quite European. This is more Renaissance, for example. This is the dueling rapier. Compound made in Venice,
I love
Italy.
the swirl of metal around your wrist.
Swirl of metal. These are called the quillons. Right
Oh,
here,
they're
this
very
is full
fancy
tang,
colognes.
almost perfectly balanced.
Look at that.
Ooh,
And
that's gorgeous.
the way you can really tell a real sword from a fake one, like the barbarians, like Conan the Barbarian swords, is you can do this.
Wow.
And it'll spring right back. It's called spring steel. And you do have to keep it sharpened and oiled.
Oh, yeah.
So what else
It's
do you want?
like one of those.
What else?
old
What would these be used in? Like, if we
All
were
right, well,
going
this
to
is
battle,
cool.
like, I mean, is it battle or is it just for fun? Or is it
No,
like...
these were rarely used for battle. These were specifically used for dueling.
Okay.
Back in the day around...
Now, that was like when the guy's like, you've stolen my wife, sir. Meet me out in the courtyard and we're going to have a duel.
You
exactly
stole my
at
heart.
high noon.
Exactly,
And
high noon. That's how it always used to be.
people got so
So what was the
good.
whole thing about high noon? What the fuck? Because everybody slept in and everybody had to get up at noon?
No, because back then people didn't
High noon,
have
everyone was
watches.
high.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
People didn't have watches. They didn't know what time it was, and they knew that noon was when the sun was directly overhead.
Ah, okay.
So that's usually why it was high noon.
Okay.
Now,
got it.
this was specifically used for dueling, and part of the reason why dueling was outlawed was nobles actually hired what were called duelists.
There you go.
And, yep, so nobles started throwing down for anything, and people were just getting destroyed by these duelists.
Right.
So eventually it became outlawed.
I
Now,
tried.
the proper way to hold this, actually there's a couple. You can see my hand,
There you go.
is
I
like
keep
that.
thinking there's going to be oil.
Make sure to get the
on it.
pinky out, and there's a reason for that too, and I'll explain.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right, everyone hold their fist out like that. Now try to slowly rotate it. Now hold your pinky out and do the same thing. A little bit easier, right?
Ah, yeah. Look at you, man.
That's because there's a tendon there that tightens when you do that.
Ah.
And so keeping that pinky out tends for like good rotation.
So the thing would be is cut that fucking pinky off of the other opponent.
Well, I do want to see this go between his ribs.
That too. So that's it, man. If it was death, that's the way it goes in this game, huh? Is that how it ends, or they're just like, well...
It does end in death. If another guy is wounded, he is humanely shot.
Okay, got it.
He lost, so...
Okay, so that's it.
He doesn't
Is humanely shot.
Well, I mean, it's not like...
It's over, man! You couldn't die with the sword! We're gonna shoot you in the ass, bro!
You dirty
So now we got another one here. Something a little bigger, something a little stronger. This would be something we'd ride on a horse with or something, right?
Exactly.
Oh, there we go. See, I was right.
This right
See, I was
here is a
right.
version of... Oh, let me just set
Sometimes
this.
I'm right.
Should I
Sometimes
hold
I'm
this
wrong.
blood? I should hold your soul.
This is a very early version of what was known as a
Early
Polish
version.
Mar.
Wow.
It was a broadsword to the Shiovana, or the Scottish
No,
basket
I
belt,
would
which is used a lot on pirate ships. And this was actually taken into battle.
Okay.
This is what you fought with back there. This was your bread and butter.
Okay.
This is what...
Man, you never lost it. It was like your gun.
Exactly.
Back
You
in
need
the
to
when
sharpen
you're
it every
sharpen.
single time. Same
Now, how would a guy like this, when he's out on the road, obviously, sharpen his fucking sword? I mean, did the guy have, like, everybody had their own little sharpeners?
Yep,
they
they
bring
brought their
along?
whetstone with them.
Okay.
And they kept them sharp because they never knew when a highwayman would pop out and demand his coin purse.
That's highwayman.
Yeah.
Highwayman.
It's like highwayman.
Why are yours
I think of highwaymen,
sharpened?
I think of bikers.
Why are yours sharpened? They're obviously not wall hangers.
Well, they're real. So I figured, why go halfway?
Exactly.
I got this shit. Why not?
Kind of like, why not use a bitch?
I know.
Now, do you know how to properly
It's
use
like saying,
these?
I got a Ferrari, but I didn't put an engine in it.
If somebody were to break into your house, you could break into a duel, basically, is what you're telling me.
No, this. Like, unless you came in with like one of those and said, "I'm God, Skin. I'm going to steal your 70-inch television." Then I might, play tennis with
That's
them
a
at
whole
100
different
miles an
show.
hour.
That's a whole different show.
I just
That's
want to know.
right.
That's a whole
Stand and deliver.
Now, who would make swords like this? Would it be the towns like the guy who made the horseshoes?
Swordsmiths.
Swordsmiths. Okay.
This is made out of Spanish Toledo steel.
Okay.
Again, spring steel, and this was made by a guy called Chan Hanwei,
Okay.
and out of China. He's a fabulous sword maker. He makes a lot of Japanese.
Did he die by the sword?
No, he's
No,
still alive.
I was just wondering. Okay.
He lives behind.
He lives by. There you go. All right, but go ahead.
But maybe he'll like fall on one tomorrow, and then everyone says, "See, I told you."
Exactly. But back in the day, this is what they would use. I mean, what would they like?
Yes.
Do you know any?
Yes, I do know. I think I knew where you were going with that. Oh, this is folded steel, and many of you have probably heard that Japanese sword makers in particular fold their swords over 1,000 times.
Wow.
Well, that's not really true. It is folded over 1,000 times, but forget that it's doubled every time it's folded. So, 2, 4, 16. That was bad math, but you get the idea.
Right. Fucking 2,
And,
2 and a half.
I don't
and
want
a 5.
anybody's folding or any fucking thing.
Look at you with the sword. You're ready to rock. You want to do it? You're
I
gonna
No,
did solve it,
because-
kind of.
She's got his back.
I know.
Mhm.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much for being our mystery skull tonight, sir, and for
Always
popping
happy
on
to
and
be anything.
the front of the camera because you're always behind it. So we're glad to have you
So,
around. And
Yep.
got all kinds of good things coming up on Tune In Tuesday. Make sure you watch tonight, Mr. Jimmy Kimmel. We're gonna have John Rutherford from the Motor City Horns on. We got to get out of here. We want to thank everybody before we get out of here, including our maestro here, who's the show, Carl and Michelle Lundgren.
Yeah!
Chip from H1G. The fabulous Miss Wendy, all the way Thank you, Miss
Come on,
check her out.
Edward. No.
Siobhan Edwards in the house tonight, just partying in the background, always likes to hang around. Come on. And John
Enoch.
John Enoch was here tonight.
John Enoch.
Mr. Hollis P. Translove Energies, if you have not been down here, make sure you come down. Sundays in the D always happens 5 till 9. We're inside now, man. I'm telling you, it's like MTV, but cooler. Make sure you join us on Sundays in the D, 5 to 9. Translove Energies, where they have all your compassion and metabolic stuff and all that great things. Come on down, 1486
All them great
Gratiot
things.
Avenue, all those great things.
All the
Once
great
again, I'm DJ Strongbow, Kelly G. If you want to thank everybody out there for watching next week, we got a great show. John Rutherford on Jimmy Kimmel tonight. He'll be in the house next Tuesday. Who else?
Next Tuesday, John Rutherford. We've got Brendan Lindsley.
Brendan
Brendan
Lindsley. Oh, yeah,
Lindsley.
14-year-old protege.
Prodigy.
Yeah.
And
Prodigy?
Prodigy. My fault, Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Prodigy. And a whole bunch more. We got everybody coming through. Check out next
Really good
week.
show.
Tune in Tuesday next week. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Also, Amy Whiteshag.
Laura from White Chair. Oh yeah, we want to send another
Love you, Laura.
Laura. Alright, we gotta get out of here. Thank you very much for watching. We gotta go. Good night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Laura from Whiteside.
Yeah. It's real.
Come on.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Good job.
I tried to go real fast because I knew I wasn't.
You did good.
Damn!
What'd you think?
That was great!
Thank you.
Really fun.
Is this, how many times have you been up here to do this?
We have probably gone to our 15th show. Yeah, 14
You know,
or 15
I
show.
really like this location better because the other one I was really scared.
No, yeah, it was a crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. She had gone to another location.